Hi, all. This is Dr.
Hello.
J. Hyde talking stocks coming to you most Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Some Wednesdays we fool you and come to you earlier. So you got to keep on your toes to figure it out, right, Spike?
Well, yeah, especially once the school year starts,
Yeah,
then you really have to try to find us.
yeah. Magnificent answer. Shalom to you.
Ah,
Magnificent answer. I went into ADAP, and I think I'm doing
uh,
okay in that one. Remember last week I was underwater. This week I think I'm above water.
just
Just, yeah.
yeah. No, these are, this is the thing. I wake up every morning and find out that some other stocks are very inspiring, and ours are more wait and see. Well, not that I'm not willing to wait, but every now and then I
Yeah.
like to see one of ours make big news.
Yeah.
Wow, everybody's jumping on. Nice to see everybody. Catherine, Linda,
Yeah.
Clarence.
The Colorado Rockies, how are they doing this year in baseball? They have a team, or they all sick
Well,
with COVID? Maybe
the,
they're the
the,
COVID. They might be the COVID Rockies,
the COVID, the COVID Rado.
the Colorados.
Oh, we got the whole gang here.
Yeah, Wednesday's becoming more popular than Fridays lately. It must be they like your beard.
Yeah, right. Well, not for very much longer. I'm afraid. I'm not
Uh,
liking it. Although it does give me something to do with my hands while I'm watching television.
what's going up? I still like Lake, my number one COVID player.
Yeah,
Chan
they,
Troutman.
they can. Miso's starting to become one of my favorites too.
Yeah, I like me so. Friday I threatened to sell half my Athersys and buy miso with it, but I should have
Oh,
done it, but I didn't do it. Wetware is really had a really good pick from the beginning of the year. He was trying to grab our attention with it, but we didn't pay attention. That's CYRX, and
oh,
that had a move tripled, I think, from the beginning of the year. And I think Wetware said he's been in it since January. Good for you, Wetware.
there you go.
We're going to chart that one today. I'm
What
waiting for
trill?
Phil
That's
to
right.
be in the A's. Chart is leaving again. All right, I didn't have it on mind to look at it tonight, but maybe.
Yeah, no, I know you guys were talking about it on Friday.
Yeah, I'm not a full-time investor. I don't spend the whole day doing this. I think I would
Yeah,
do.
no, I know it's for the day traders.
Yeah, not really day trade, just fine tuning.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this kind of, I find myself being a little bit more obsessive than usual, only because, we're stuck in a house
Oh,
more.
Linda, you still had Ontex? Yucky.
Have we ever discovered that one? Have we ever discussed that one?
Yes, yes, yeah. That's a yucky.
Professor Spike's memory is very
Well, it
spotty on these things.
collapsed. It
I
collapsed.
think three-letter acronyms are stock plays. When people said people say
Linda,
TTFN, I looked that up to see what the price is.
this is FLDM, not FDLM, Sean. That's the better spit play. That apparently we got the wrong spit play in CODX. The right spit play is FLDM.
FLDM,
FLDM.
not
Sean made a
FDM.
little boo-boo.
Yeah.
VKTX, a new one?
I'm even
No,
thinking of playing the permutations of all this
it's
stuff.
been on my radar, Tim. New for you, old for me. You've been busy also, Pizzle? I've been busy too. So, so what else is new?
Basically.
So Linda's getting advice what to do with that ONTX
Oh, the OTX.
or being asked for advice. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to chart it then, just to see what's what.
Yeah.
Do we have CODX on our docket today?
I did, but I could substitute FLDM or any of the
Well,
others.
no, I was hoping we still had that one.
Still have it.
Okay.
I didn't sell any, did you?
Nor did I. No. I even bought a little bit more after last week.
Something is striking Bob funny. I don't know what it is.
Again, I think he's testing me to see if I think that's another stock, or just one of these text acronyms.
Yeah. Codex we have another request for Codex.
Yeah, okay. So we'll make sure we cover that. I have a list here, and I'm sure you have a list as well.
Yeah, Jiggly is in the doghouse. No, I didn't kick him out.
No. He's his own man at this point.
Maybe he went into quarantine.
Right. That's got to be bad quarantine if you're not even allowed to use your computer. That's
wow.
Like
This went into cash. I noticed the VIX got a little bump up today. Maybe there's something negative brewing.
Yeah, a little. Not enough to write home about.
No, but a little. AUKUS. All right.
Do you even know what that is?
That one, I have never heard of it.
Well, I'm writing it down anyway. Just because I write it down, though,
I want to do CYRX and CTXR today.
CYRX?
I promised people.
Okay. And what was the other one?
CTXR. City.
CTXR. All right. No, this is not confusing at all.
No, not at all.
Like I said, we should take one stock and just play all the permutations of it.
So Catherine said, "Screw it all. I'm going cash."
Yeah, I know. Well, because bonds aren't returning anything. Well, what's cash going to return you? Yeah. Why gold?
It looks like the sentiment amongst our friends is be careful out there.
Yeah, well, believe me, I backed up a lot of my VIX again. Even though I'm sure everybody here is going to be making fun of me in October.
Linda's got a long
is record high.
Linda's list will take us all night.
I know, really. Oh, she wants AEMD, which is actually worth discussing, I guess.
Who said Jiggly was in quarantine?
Nobody.
Oh, shit. BCRX and
yeah. Hey, wait, Jiggly, don't be blaming us. We have a disclaimer at every show.
Yeah, our opinions are strictly our own. Do not constitute investment advice. Check with an investment advisor before listening to any of our great ideas. But Dr. J is still way ahead on the air, so fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I hope it stays that way. The way it's been going lately.
Well, I'm only complaining a little bit.
Catherine is not in her trading account. She's long BTRX and BNGO. It was a 401k that she went cash.
Gotcha.
BCRX.
If that's what you meant. Well, there's still hope that we're going to get rewarded for that, right?
Long protracted election.
Oh boy, that'll be fun. That'll be nice for my VIX, won't it?
Pete is enjoying all the pomp and circumstance around the White House Republican National Convention. He especially liked when Trump entered to nationalize those 5 people from all over the country. That was really great.
And I'm sure that didn't cost them very much money each at all.
Pete, did you get the throw up bowl handy? Did you have the throw up bowl? What do they call that? Boff bag.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it was tough to watch. I've been just watching afterwards.
I don't give a damn. I watched the Democrats. I watched the Republicans. Donald Trump knows how to put on a reality TV show, though.
Yeah.
What do you do?
All that graphic description about
Donald,
abortions made me think about my knee surgery.
the Donald Trump of the last 3.5 years, or the Donald Trump of the RNC convention?
Yeah, I guess he finally talked to Tiffany enough to get her to speak for 5 minutes.
Jiggly, it's quite all right. You give us all the grief you want.
Yeah. That's true.
We love you anyway, Jiggly.
Yeah, it's all in fun. Good fun.
Pete's got the off bag ready.
Buying Apple before the split again. Didn't Apple just like the other stock, just like Tesla? They jumped up just before on the announcement.
I'm kind of apathetic towards politics and the election. I watch it. I know what's going on. But, I get so disgusted with both sides that I almost don't care.
Yeah. Well.
This is the right idea. Fresh
yeah,
meat.
I agree. Linda asks how I do the VIX. I'm actually in something called VIXY, which is like TVEX. It's sort of a slightly leveraged ETF on the VIX. It's just really any VIX play works.
I think you hold through the election. I don't think there's any reason to pull from.
Yeah, no, it's just where I'm putting my dry powder. Like people saying, well, I can't put my money in cash, and I can't put my money in gold because gold's expensive.
You know what the problem is?
I can't put my money in bonds.
The immediate threat is not the election. The immediate threat is home foreclosures.
Yes. Get out of the REITs, get out of the commercial REITs, and get into the residential REITs.
Low cost homes are going to be foreclosed like crazy.
Well, you think homes are? Meanwhile, housing starts are up.
Yes,
but people are realizing that they don't need offices anymore, but they do need their house to be a little bit nicer.
The
internet access.
The $600 a month unemployment supplement help pay something towards the mortgage for people that they don't have an income stream.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think then that all real estate is going to be affected, not just commercial real estate?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I don't know about high priced real estate, but
well, I mean, we're still at this point. We're still getting decent news about residents. Is what I'm saying.
I think people are going to, the banks don't like to foreclose, but if they wait, you can't wait forever on a payment.
Right. So I think it's more the owners of the rentals. It's when the landlords start defaulting, which is a step or two away.
Yeah.
So I think homeowners.
I'm going to rely on you to feed me some stocks.
And Jiggly wants new blood. I didn't even. The only new blood is some of the old names just coming back.
You give new blood. CTXR, CYR.
Well, does he want new blood or new industries? Because right now, it seems to me that, especially with COVID, that we've been focusing mostly on the healthcare stuff. But we could also talk about some of these other things that seem to be moving a little bit. We've been on retail a little bit. We've been on 3M, Kimberly-Clark. These are not that they're new ideas, but at least they have potential of doing okay.
Lake had been as high as 22 today, right?
Lake?
Actually, I don't know where
it closed at 22.36.
Oh, it did close at 22.
Yeah.
So I got to refresh this.
It was that's near the high for the day.
So what kind of crazy chart is Yahoo giving me? There we go.
Which one is this? That's because that's not Lake. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, Lakeland Industry.
Yeah, it pulls old charts on me. It says, Dr. J, I'm going to give you a chart from a week ago or something.
Yeah, right. Right. Like when they say fundamentals don't change, That doesn't mean you don't use new data. You do need new
They
data.
somebody told Yahoo that Dr. J is getting senile, so they're testing me. Just a test. Hopefully I pass like Donald Trump passed his senility test, right?
Right. Man, woman, person.
I tell you what, I'm going to give all of our friends 5 objects and they got
Dr.
to
J,
tell me what they are.
do me a favor, come off of share screen and get rid of Jiggly's post so that we could see the charts better.
All right. Jiggly.
There we go.
All right. Okay, so Lake, I drew this trend line on Friday up to here.
Yeah.
And it's not only holding the trend line, but it's veering away from it, north of it. So I like Lake. I said all along $30. I'll stick to it. I said before earnings, 25 to 27. And the question is, if I'm right, do I take some off the table before earnings?
That's a good question.
Yeah, probably.
Much as they're talking about, convalescent plasma and all this other stuff, people are still going to want these things.
Convalescent plasma is going down instead of up.
Well, because we're getting mixed messages. Some people are saying it's hyped. Other people are saying that it's the next best thing because that's the only thing readily available.
Here's your convalescent plasma.
What's this one, ADMA?
Does it look like it's going up to you?
No.
I would stay away. There's better things to lose your money on. So convalescent plasma, I wouldn't be holding my breath. Look, it works. It definitely works, but it's not the panacea that Trump said it is.
Right.
It works to an extent. This is your request.
It's the best we have so far, except for the whole idea about the treatments.
Professor Spike, this is your request.
Which one is this?
IBB.
Oh, IBB, yes. I did. What happened was, my thinking here was that, like I said, we have a certain number of plays, but we're only holding the elephant by the tail, and so perhaps it would be worth these days going to something a little bit more broad, in terms of jumping on some of this COVID stuff, especially as when we stop trying to pick winners and we just live on the environment. Now,
the index went from 94 back in March to 146 all-time high. When was that? I don't know. 7/21. Right. So how many months is that? April, May, June, July, 4 months. So it went up about more than 50% in 4 months. That's a nice move.
Right. Now, is it worth getting in at this point, or do you think...
I drew for you special. I drew the support lines. And you're looking at 125 to, let's say, 125 to maybe 122.82, 123, let's say. So you're looking for support between 123 and 125. Right now it's pulled back to the 100, and it's still a bullish chart other than the 9-day crossing the 50. So even though you have a pullback, it looks like support not too far below at 125. 7 points is what percent?
A little less than
5%.
Right.
And what kind of move to get back to 146? You're looking at 14 points, more than 10% to get to the upside. So it's, basically towards the lower end of its trading range.
Yeah, fundamentally speaking, I don't understand why this would even be in the doldrums.
I don't either, because whatever reason, I think both parties hate biotech. Everyone wants to cut the drug prices. Again, the fortune to get a drug through all the way. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Who knows the reason? But, is it worth buying the IBB? Like any other index, you probably, look, the best performer were the Qs. I suspect this performance is similar to the RUP, the 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you buy the IBB or you buy the IWM, I don't think it's much different. I could put the IWM up just to look, but I don't want to kill too much time.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you.
CYR.
That was a spike special.
Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad idea. I didn't say it was a bad idea.
No, I know. It's just I'm just starting to get a little bit personally, because before I started working with you guys, I never really was a big fan of the pharmaceuticals and the biotechs.
Well, they're exciting. You get the biggest adrenaline rush with these.
Lightning in a bottle. Yeah, I know.
They're exciting. All right, so this one does nothing but go up, and today it started to pull back. I drew a line where it pulled back in the middle of the day, right over here. Normally, I like to draw my line in the middle of the green cap, big green cap. But it pulled back enough, maybe, or it might come down to the middle. The question is, does it hold? I think it should hold support at 40. If it doesn't hold support at 40, I'd probably get out of it, because it would probably be in for at least a 5-point more decline, another 10% after 40. So if it goes to 39, I had all those gains, I'd probably take it. But, right now it's a hot stock. If you don't own it and you want to enter, this looks like a good entry point, or maybe a little lower. So that's my CTXR chart analysis. But what about
just so we're clear, this is CYRX.
Yeah. What about the fundamentals? They're into freezing stuff.
Right. That's the name of the company's Cryoport.
Maybe they have Walt Disney. I don't know. But they freeze. The umbilical cords. They freeze.
Oh, there's a lot of good cells there.
They freeze stem cells, the MSCs at multistem, and they freeze all that stuff. And they maintain a proper temperature range. And other than that, I don't know much about them, other than they're zooming up.
Yeah, no, I don't see any news on it to explain it.
Don't know. Well, one reason they're zooming up is because wetware told me to chart it a while ago, and I didn't.
Right.
So that's one reason.
Right. Speaking of which,
I just got rid of the wrong one.
Speaking of which, I just wanted to make a shout out to Neo, and to anybody who talked about Neo about a month or two ago. This is the Japanese automaker, or Chinese automaker that's sort of rivaling what.
I sold it at 7. You're rubbing it in, right? I sold it.
Yeah, no, I didn't get in either. But whoever of our guests want to lay claim to giving us that one, they could at least have bragging rights.
Look, I gave it out to everybody when I bought it at 3, but I sold it at 7.
Well, okay. It's a bit higher than that now.
I kept talking about it after I sold it, saying I sold it at 7. It's time to buy.
Well, yeah. Now it's 20.44. It had a very, very, very good day today.
So in other words, I would have made 7 times my money instead of 1.25 times my money.
Exactly.
Instead of doubling, I would have had a 4-bag or 5, 7-bag.
Well, like I said, I didn't get in it either, but it's just worth mentioning because when Jiggly talks about fresh meat, you know, these things do come our way.
It's
You know,
less
in our
aggravating
conversation.
than getting in it and getting out of it too early.
Wow.
I'm less aggravated more aggravated than you.
No, timing for me. Everybody claims to be the worst timer in the world, but they're wrong. I'm the worst.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, well.
All right, so timing is everything, and you didn't want to buy this one
This
up
is
at
CTSR.
$1.75. So it's 97 cents. Is it worth buying now? This is the one that has the super duper stem cell. They are the self-proclaimed winner of the odds race. Self-proclaimed. They're going to clone. They have a unique process. They have super stem cells that they clone, so that they're all super strong. No bad ones to dilute the batch. They're better than multi-stem athesis. They're better than remesticel, whatever the heck it's called. So they're better than the placenta guy, the placenta one, Pluristem. They're better than Capricorn. They're the self-proclaimed best one. So if you believe their story, buy CTXR. They have products. They have, I think it's called Minlock for systemic catheter infections. They have some other crazy name, Lock, Minwrap or something. They have hemorrhoidal cream. So they have multiple pipelines. Is it worth buying based on the chart? Probably not based on the chart.
Not yet. No, because it looks like it's going to shoot past that average line you got going.
Yeah, the chart is not screaming buy here. It's screaming, let's watch this one. There is one good thing about it. You have aside from the 9-day crossing, the 50's above the 100, it's above the 200. Mm-hmm. So of late, it's come from lower depths, low of 41 pennies. So it's made a long run, and maybe the pullback is in order. You could argue that.
The consolidation.
It doesn't look like a typical consolidation pattern to me, but yeah. It looks like a yucky pattern. I think maybe there's better places to go looking. There's got to be better places. That's how I view that one. We looked at Lake, IBD, SC1RX, CTXR. Trillium? You want to look at Trillium, CVM?
Well, we have a lot on our list, but actually, I was just looking. There was a conversation between Magnificent Ants and Jiggly about FLDM.
Because I bought a ton of it and sold it at a slight loss.
Yeah, it really took a big jump today, 30%.
I bought it at 5.25 and sold it. I don't remember, but I took a loss on it.
Magnificent Answer is thinking that this might have a negative impact on Codex, and I was just trying to wonder why.
Because FLDM looks like the hot spit stock.
Okay.
I mentioned that at the beginning of our show, and yes, MA picked up on what I said, or not. He was listening, but I agree. I agree because we're basing our hopes on CODX on
the ABC test.
Correct. But that the market right now is in a show me type mood.
Yeah, I know.
They don't want
testing, again, and now that the CDC said, if you feel good, don't get tested. That's
to.
gonna
This
have a
is
bad
not.
impact.
This is not a bad candle. It's not going below the 9-day. The chart is turning around. Linda said so on Friday, right, Linda?
This is what this is CVM we're talking about now.
CVM, the chart
Yeah,
is.
CVM. It's just a wait and see. I'm happy holding it.
Yeah, the chart is definitely turning around. Jake and I discussed it on Friday. Linda piped in. It looks like Jake is thinking it's not a bad swing trade. You buy
Right.
it at 13, sell it at 15.
Well, remember we were playing that 11-14 range for a while now.
Yeah, and look, there's nothing to say other than if you're in options, I hope you're in the Januaries.
Yeah. Yes.
Nothing more to say on that one.
Exactly.
APT is a big laggard compared to Lake.
Yeah, had a better day today, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, a little better.
But yeah, again, this is just another one of those ones that we're going to hold on to and wait.
The good news is it's been holding my support line.
Right. Well, that's great.
We don't want to see it break below my support line.
Certainly not.
No,
Why you wouldn't bail at that point anyway.
By the way, I have a new rule. We're not going more than 45 minutes on any show because it's too long, the hour.
Okay. Perfectly fine with me.
So 5:45.
I get to eat my dinner sooner.
5:45, no matter what, we stop.
Okay.
All right, so Alpha Protect, 2 days in a row hit my lowest support band.
Uh-huh.
Did not go 1 iota below it, so that's good. Now, what we want to see is it break the upper support, which is now resistance. So we got to break above this other horizontal line.
Right.
And then I think we'll be okay. I think Lake and APT are up from here.
Now, in terms of numbers, a while ago you thought Lake could go into the 40s, but you've been sort of tempering off of that to around the 30s now.
Well, I'm going to temper that to the 30s.
Now, what about APT? Would it follow along, or is this
APT will follow on its coattails. I just don't know if it'll go as high, but it'll follow.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured APT. If whatever we do for Codex, we only go like 3/4 or so for.
I would say $22 would be my target on APT now.
Really, because it exceeded that by a lot during its big jump.
I know, but it gave
that would sort of be disappointing to me anyway.
It gave it all back. You see the 25 level? Gave it back quickly.
Well, I'm hoping to get close to there again. I had a shot out around there, and I kept a lot of it in because I thought it was even going to go further.
I don't think it's going to break the 25.
Okay. And so that 42 that you got.
It's going to go to 30. If it does, it's going to 30. So.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I just don't see it. I do see a rally right into the earnings date on both of these.
Which is actually coming up. September. What did we say? September 14th now.
Yes.
What Jake told us.
14th, right. So I see a rally right from now till then.
That's about 2 weeks, yeah.
Yep.
Well, a little bit more than 2 weeks. All right, good. I'll take it.
So will I.
Yep.
I happen to have a lot of Lake.
Now, and did you show Lake or no? Oh, you already showed Lake. What is this one here?
Miso.
Miso. Okay, great.
This is the one that I called as being the winner of the odds race early on. I'm sticking to my call. They're due to get FDA approval. I'm not sure when on their host versus graft disease.
Right. Despite the bad news a couple of weeks ago.
By the end of the year, they have another. What is it? What's their other indication for heart failure or something?
Right. That's what you're saying. Stem
think it's,
cells for heart disease.
so this is a very nice trend line. It's testing it right now. So let's see if it passes the test.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm happy to be in this guy at least a little bit.
Right now,
like you said, it's good. It's a good counterplay to ATHX.
it's a beautiful looking chart right now. The 9 is well above the 50, well above the 100, well above the 200. And we've been done nothing but moving up really since end of June. So it's looking really good.
Right. Like I said, despite that one day of bad news.
Well, that was bullshit.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. It was reasonable data, but then they hyped it as if it was bad. It's the same thing they did to APT.
Yeah, it was just bullshit.
It's like you read something, you go, this looks okay, and then everybody goes, no, it's bad. Boom.
Yeah, let's look at the rest of those stem cell. The rest of those stem cell odds race people like ATHX.
We had ATHX. We had
Fluorestem, right?
oh yeah, right. F Fluorestem, right. What is the symbol on Fluorestem anyway?
STI.
Okay.
So this one, I called this one on Friday is maybe going down to $2, and I told Jake and everyone else
Right.
what I could do is sell half of it in 230, and buy miso with it, spread my risk. But did I do that? I said probably I won't do it due to inertia. That was my excuse.
Well, I mean, you didn't really pay for that anyway. So
My excuse was inertia. So instead of selling, I bought more at 210.
Okay, there you go.
And actually,
it gave back everything it lost today in post. So
yeah, but it didn't. It's an ugly looking candle, even though it had to move up. It's an ugly looking candle.
Well,
it's still an ugly looking candle.
Like you said, even if it loses the odds race, at least we have something to look forward to towards the end of the year.
That was a mistake. In retrospect, going into the odds trial in America for COVID-19, expanding it to COVID-19 was a mistake for this company. Costly error in terms of money.
On that subject, since we're on that subject, AEMD, are you still bullish about that one?
Yes, I texted the CEO today. He promised he would chat with me this week, but he didn't get back to me.
Okay.
So I have nothing further to report from him.
Because we were saying that there was a lot of stuff that this thing could do independent of the COVID play.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Right, but we haven't really been hearing much about it. Just sort of lukewarm earnings and just and like you said, there's only one person who's even tried the treatment. So I was just wondering if you were. I was just wondering if you were softening on it.
The chart on PSTI doesn't look bad at all. It looks similar to the miso chart, and it's come back to the 9-day. Looks like if you want to take a shot with this one now, this price range is okay. I don't call them as the winner of the odds race, but who knows?
Huh.
And they have other irons in the fire. Israeli company where they get their stem cells from the placenta, and they're all of these companies. They have allogenic stem cells, meaning it doesn't have to come from a relative or your own body.
Right.
And they're all these I can't say the word. I don't know. I refuse to say it. MSCs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're similar. They're immunomodulators, and like I said, the Sidious claims to have the best of them. They said we're the best. Who knows?
Well, the study still, everything's still sort of green in terms of the study, even though like California had a lot of money for stem cell research during the Bush days when Bush said he wasn't going to do it.
Right.
But there was still this issue of like if you grabbed it from the nose versus the placenta, that the ones from the placenta tend to perform better because they were less defined, right? I mean, you could harvest stem cells from various parts of the body, but the coin of the realm is the ones that you get from the placenta.
Here's another player that looks sick in the stem cell race.
Are these guys in the stem cell race also? Capricorn?
Yeah, they're in the stem cell race too.
Okay.
The chart is saying we're a loser of the stem cell race.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a little disappointed in this one.
I got out of it.
Did you? I'm still hanging in for a little bit, but I am taking a ride. I'm doing better with this one than I am with cytidine, but still.
It's actually another little one that's in the stem cell race. I'll pass on that. I'm going to look at FLDM just to get myself nauseous.
Well, like I said, some of our don't look at Nia. That'll be good. That'll really get you sick. But FLDM.
This is getting me pretty sick too. I had a lot of this one.
Yeah, it's a nice looking chart.
Yeah, super. Let me see if I could find where I bought it. I probably bought it. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, I bought it right around here somewhere at the close. At the close, 489. Maybe I paid more.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold it probably down pretty low, right around here. So I didn't have much patience with it. I took a hit, but I had a lot of shares. So if I wrote it out all the way down, and then I wrote it back, I'd have been a happy man. I actually made a fairly large size bet on it. Oh well, it's too late now, in my opinion. This gap up is a good selling opportunity as it comes back down to the 9.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, but there's no signal that that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, but I don't like the way it finished the day in a doji. It's going to come back at least to the close here.
I see what you're saying.
It feels
today, just in the day, it went from 879 to 1143.
Probably a good short, but I'm going to show you.
If you split the difference, it's around $10.
I'm going to show you my favorite short, which I didn't yet take a position in, but I may. It's a debate: Carnival or Royal. Short. The chart is not bad, but the fundamentals are terrible. So I think the fundamentals will come back down.
Yeah, there's not enough CARES money to take care of these industries.
I mean, I don't know why the analysts were bullish on this one.
On the largesse of all the rich people running this country.
You see a lot of targets, 70, 75. I just don't see it. Another one with tons of cancellations, but this one, the chart looks more realistic on this one. Maybe short them both.
Because we only have 55 seconds left. We had a last minute request for SPAQ.
Okay. SPAQ must be a SPAC.
Whatever that means.
It's a way of bringing a new company to the market.
It's called Spartan Energy Acquisition Group.
I don't know. Had a huge pop. I don't know what they're into.
Well, let's see. What do you think? It looks like it's on an upturn.
Look, the chart doesn't look bad on this one. I just don't know about it fundamentally, but the chart doesn't look bad. How
What
can you?
about does that last little red candle concern you at all?
No, it's fine. They don't go. Not every candle is green.
Right, I get that. Okay, so if you were going to get in, would you get in right now, or would you hold off a little?
I'd probably get in right now because it looks like it's veering off. It looks like it could go hyperbolic. I just don't know why.
Right. Well, I'm looking here. Yeah, there's no real talk about it. I mean, I was into energy for a while, but
Is
I don't know.
this
I don't know if energy's going to play anymore.
maybe they're using it to launch a new company? That's what SPACs do.
Yeah, he said Magnificent Answer said it is a SPAC,
Uh-huh.
and Sherry wants to just get your quick opinion on Sorrento. I
Uh,
can forget.
Jay convinced me to stay away. Remember, I sent you a text, a long text on the week
Yes.
saying I'm going to buy it on Monday, but Jay convinced me to stay away. So I'm going to listen to my man Jake on this one.
And stay away from Sorrento. Now,
Yeah, there's a hype PR every other day on this one. Say
yeah.
they lack believability already or credibility.
Now, what about mRNA? Um, let's see.
Moderna?
What? Yeah, Moderna. Is that
I,
is that a little bit more? Is that a little bit more on the up and up?
what did I say all along? AstraZeneca is the winner of the vaccine race.
Okay. I was just wondering because somehow the two in my mind were together, and I was ascribing Jake's problem with SRNE to Moderna also. But it looks like Moderna, yeah, they're at least a player in this game, right?
Moderna, yeah, they are, but they're a DNA vaccine, something entirely new, RNA, DNA, whatever the heck it is. I'm convinced that AZN will get our order. Trump, I think, said so, right?
Is it American? Is it an American company?
AstraZeneca? No, what are they, French? I don't know what they are.
Well, then I'd move over to Johnson and Johnson.
No, Pfizer would be the.
Oh, Pfizer, yes, Pfizer.
That's why when remember Wednesday, I ended the show looking at BNTX.
Yes,
I drooled over it. I said, Dr. J's buying it first thing in the morning, and I did. Well, I
and
bought it after the show. I don't know
that
what.
was a nice call and a nice play on it.
Yeah, finally I acted when I saw a chart.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually listened to myself. If I listened to myself more often, I'd be even richer.
That's funny. And if I listened to you more often, I wouldn't be poor.
Whatever. No, the problem is you got to know when to listen and when not to listen. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, it's like the Serenity Prayer.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm probably right more than I'm wrong, but you got to figure out which ones I'm right on, which ones I'm wrong on. It's not easy.
No, it's not. It's not, especially since I keep getting the letters mixed up.
Yeah, you know who's with us? Lynn. It's good to see Lynn.
Yeah, I agree. I was trying to. That's why I had you.
I've been asking for you. Why are they hype? Well, Jake doesn't like the fact that 3 times they claim to receive a buyout offer of much higher than what they were selling at. They had runs, and they said, "Just kidding. We were just kidding. No buyout." They didn't say that. They said
Just kidding.
some other lame excuse. And then if you look at all the PRs, there's one after another after another. At some point, they lack believability. Also, I think Jake told me that the Columbia Presbyterian, NY Presby, denied the association with Sorrento.
Yeah, right. I heard you guys talking about that on Friday.
Sherry is Lynn. She uses an alias.
Right.
Eyes on the money, I hear, is here. Oh, it's Jackie.
Yep.
Jackie, you fooled me. I asked for you the other day. Jackie is a fellow Long Islander.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Have a great week. Make a lot of money till I'll see you on Friday. And
We'll see you on Friday.
I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.